Hello, and welcome once again to the dungeon of Handelabra Live. I am John, aka Migrant P, and we are previewing more Relics of the Forge content for One Deck Dungeon, and that's coming out this Friday, July 17th, on Steam, iOS, and Android. Let me get the Steam store page link again here. Relics of the Forge Steam. Just search for that and you'll find it. But I will pop the link in the chat so you can add it to your wish list directly. And yeah, this is the hopefully final build I'm playing today as we're going through the final stages of testing. I will mention that Handelabra Games believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. Anyone working against those goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated. So be excellent to one another. And yeah, say hello in the chat, and feel free to ask any questions about One Deck Dungeon or whatever. So we've been previewing a bunch of stuff, and today I think let's jump into Gauntlet mode. Gauntlet mode in One Deck Dungeon is a mode where you try to defeat all the bosses in as few total games as possible. And you have blank checklists, and you can build up your checklist as you go. So you can play Core Game, Forest of Shadows Gauntlet, and now Relics of the Forge Gauntlet. So let's do that. I'm gonna go, standard difficulty, and we'll play with one hero. And because I'm very ill-advised, I'm gonna start with Heart of the Forge. I haven't shown, Dolphin has, because we played that on Dolphin's Dive, but we haven't seen it on Handelabra Live yet, so I do not recommend starting with the 4 difficulty dungeon normally, but we're going to do that. We're going to bring the Ancient Tome. The Ancient Tome, you can more quickly raise through experience levels through your study of the Ancient Tome, forging dice of ascending value 1 by 1. Each time you forge a die all the way to 5, Forbidden Lore rewards you with the top discard as XP, but you can delve in early to gain smaller benefits. A painful flash of insight awaits you every time the forge fills. You can turn it to your advantage, though. So, the way you get started on the Ancient Tome, with Study, you forge fuel, forge a 1, or return a forged die, which sends it back to the general supply, to forge a die 1 higher than it. So you have to forge a 2, forge a 3, forge a 4, and so on. And your relic feat, forge fuel, you may spend time to gain boost, you may spend 2 time to roll heroic, you may return a forged 5 or higher to gain the top discard as experience. So that's interesting, right? You can potentially get 4 XP from that, and you can use Forbidden Lore whenever you want if you feel like you need a boost token or an extra heroic, but it costs time. You read in the book. And the flare, suffer damage, return all fuel, or return 3 fuel to get a crit. So, potentially, can get a crit off the flare, which is really nice. Alright, and I was going to bring the spinner, which I haven't shown in one player yet. Check in my sheet. We've seen all the heroes in some form, but spinner hasn't shown up in one player, so let's do that. She's got Meteoric Rise. Spend 2 time to roll a die of a color not stored here, then store it here. Or increase a stored here by 1. And the skill, gain a stored die, increase all dice in your pool of its value by 1. Pretty sweet. And alright, so we're going to go standard difficulty, and pick potion, vigor plus aid, maybe. I feel like I'm gonna want Quell. Let's take Vigor and Quell, which returns a fuel. Helps keep the forge under control. Alright, so the forge, part of the forge starts with a crit on the very first floor. So it's really important to get a crit if you can, or a boost token to be able to cover that box. And we've got Obsidian Shards. Boost tokens cannot be placed on even dice. And Looming Fear, when you explore, forge fuel per open door or suffer damage. So, and it comes with an armor box too. 2 armor boxes. And then Valifas, very difficult boss, but it has been toned down a little bit since Dolphin showed it. These are 35s instead of 40s. So we'll see. And I think the dungeon boxes are a little bit easier too. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, I am expecting to get destroyed. I only got a 2 XP at the start, which is unfortunate as well. Man, this guy wants to discard all the other doors. That is like a 3-time penalty just for going in. Or like a little even more, right? Alright, not going in there until we get a bit more magic, maybe. Or we set up some magic with our heroic feet and stuff. Alright, here we can smash through. I guess we take the item. Alright, so we're gonna roll, I guess roll strength just in case we need it for this. Good, a 6. And I don't think we need to use this. We're rolling 4 strength dice, right? We're probably gonna cover at least the 9. We can't cover the 7, so I guess with the boost token, but I mean, it already, there's no point to forging fuel just to cover bucks, it's just fuel. And we didn't get a 1, so we can't study. And we don't need to gain the die, we just do. Okay, I guess we take an item. We could take that, but I think we'll just punch our way through everything. The hammerhead. Look at this. This is like made for us. And we probably swap out that item for the magic item. I'm gonna do this to get a magic item for the other. Maybe we'll get a magic and heroic. Get that. If we roll a 1, we can start studying. We did roll a 1. Got rerolls our 4s and 5s. Alright. Study the 1. And we might want to do this. I don't know. So right now, yeah, I think we're want to get this. Increase all dice in your pool of its value by 1. Okay, not of its color. I was hoping it was its color. Alright, I think we end up covering. It's more important to cover that, right? We can make a heroic. We could make a boost and cover that, but I think covering the damage is better. And then we just have these dice that don't do anything. Sorry. Didn't take damage. We have a potion. Pretty good potion. Transmuting. But I think I'd rather have a magic die for this. And if we find another 3 XP, we can level up and save that 2 XP. We can maybe get another magic and swap it out or something. Yeah, or just take the XP and then we'll level up. So we're not very good at this though. We do melting rays. I think we go in anyway, but we do Melting Rays. And we do Heroic on this. And I'm gonna do this to get a boost token. And roll a heroic. Yeah, I need a 5 so I can boost it. Let's see. Alright, we got one of them. So we can cover that. Unfortunately, we don't get to cover. We do take 1 hit, I think. I could forge another 1. Or I could get this 2 and forge it. I could flare to get the crit, but I don't think that's a good idea. I think we just take the damage. Alright, and we level up. Alright, I want... Do I want to increase it or add another type of die? I think getting more agility is good. I guess I could have increased the magic to it. I can just get heroic though, right? Alright, let's skip that. Alright, we got our agility that we needed. We got a 2 here that we can study. This is going to flare. I think we just are going to return all. Return 8. Okay. We pretty much just cover everything. If we do this, we could cover something else. We could just cover the time, basically, or cover the fuel by getting a boost token. I think having that die there is more... It's not... We can save health or something, right? In the future, so let's just accept that. Alright, give us more dice. I only got through 1 cycle before running out of time. Part of these things cost a lot of time to get these dice, right? So Link Fing Poop has a 5 stream streak. Congratulations. Alright. We could do Dissipate. We have a 6 here. I feel like Sprint through. What are the odds? We have a 6, and we're rolling only 2. We're rolling 3 dice because we have a heroic. 3 dice to get 10. I feel good about that. If we miss, we are taking 3 damage, though. It's not ideal. Maybe we spend the time to gain a boost. So let's increase this heroic. Let's get the boost. I want to go to another door, so I don't want to spend another time. I think we did it. We rolled 10. We don't even need the boost. Put the boost down. Actually, could I have used steady? Hang on. No, I need a 3. I don't have a 3. Okay. Alright, I think it's the item, unless... Lava Smash is pretty good. I have strength to use. Alright, let's stay one more door. I can't use my things because they take time, but... Fly over? We're not really good at flying, but I think we try. We have 4 dice. I'm just gonna do a +1. +1 on the magic. Sure. And we cover that easily. Do we want to... I don't think we cover the... Can't cover that because we can't get a boost token. We don't have enough dice. We just accept the fuel. And once again, we don't have a 3. I guess we could get this and then study it. Is that good? Is that worthwhile? Probably not. We have a magic skill. I think we take more dice. Alright, let's go down. Boost cannot be placed on even dice. We get to crack it open. Crack it open. We have so many strength dice. Oh, we can get a crit. Overpower is a guaranteed crit. That's very good. Let's put a strength die in here. In case. 4. Great. And we don't need to do that. We got a 3. We got a bunch of 6s. Alright. That can be for steady. We're like almost over that. Alright, we are not going to get to cover that 7, but now we're going to have a skill that always gives us a crit. So we're going to flare. We could probably do this deflect barrage. We have 5, 6 dice, and we could grab that item. In 5 2s in any combination. That's pretty good. It goes from 4 pips to 10. Even though they're low pips, we need pips for that. And you can put the dice into other things, right? Alright, we're gonna deflect barrage. I think making that into a 5 is good, because then if we need to grab it out, we can do that. Oh, I think... Yeah, we're flaring here. We could grab a crit, but I think we can... 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think... Oh yeah, and overpower. Yeah, we just literally fill all the boxes and overpower to get to 7. So we don't get to study, but finally we're covering everything. Look at that. We want this skill. I think getting a bunch of 2s is pretty strong, especially if we put 2s in here, then they all turn to 3s. Kind of interesting. From this. Cover damage, you place 3+ dice in a large box. So we might want to try to grab an agility die there. We kind of need to level up too, so maybe we're just making XP. We could just do heroic. I think, yeah, let's roll the agility. These dice become important to have at the boss too. So. Not gonna do that. I want to get this up to a 5. Get XP. Maybe we can use it for leveling up. Alright, we want to do the lava smash here. Have that covered. These 4s are over covering that. That's covering that. Yeah, I think we want to overpay for scatter wisps. Maybe. If we get a 4, these all turn into 5s, which is actually pretty good. I guess it just ends us up with a spare strength die. Maybe we use this. Okay, they're trash, which is fine. We can use them for other things. I actually do want to put a 4 into here. Let's do that now. I guess where we are right now, if we don't do anything, we are taking 1 damage. That can actually cover that. But if we take more agility dice, we can actually cover that. Yeah, maybe we just take the time. Do time. Maybe we leave our dice in there. So if we do this, and scatter wisps. So we need a strength to put into overpower, and the rest agility. That gets us 8. I think we're short 1 die, right? Because we This is only a 1. Hang on a second. If I put a 4 here and a 5 here and a 1 here, I think we're okay. Put the 5 and 4 and 1. But I'm still short 1. I'm short 1 pip. Except I could have made all agility. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Okay, we have to go back and make all agility with this. I think that we need to do, because we can put a heroic 1 into there, which is just as good as a... Oh, right, I do need to put the 5 in here. I think. Maybe I don't. Hyper optimizing. Yeah, then this and a heroic 1. Make a 7. Bam. What's the damage? Oh, I'm suffering damage because I'm putting too much dice in the large box. Well, I can't really avoid that, can I? And it's just XP. Getting close to the ancient tome thing. We could heal 3. We're gonna be forced to heal soon, so maybe we'll just do it now. Alright, that's 12. We got lots of agility boxes. But another guaranteed crit. This boss wants crits too, right? I mean, later on maybe, but not right away, so. Crits are good for, like, die value, though. We could just level up. I think we go for it. And we probably want to take that agility die. We can make it a 5. We can turn 5s into 6s. It's pretty good. Alright, skip that, I think. Oh, we just roll 6s. That works too. Alright, I think we're going to want to do that. And make probably just a whole bunch of agility dice. I don't think we need to risk that yet. We do want to study. I think we don't need to get those dice. Just see what we do before. I'm pretty sure we can for most of the boxes. Really? We have another 6 that we don't have covered yet. We're pretty much at just Forge 1 fuel. which is fine. I think that's fine. Just forge a few. And now we can gain the top deck as XP. If you want to swap out, this has actually been pretty good. These are high-level skills. Yeah, I think we just take the XP and level up. And this is going to get us a jump on getting to level 4. You're going to have to keep an eye on the top discard and grab it when it's a 4. You can actually kind of manipulate it by trying to spend time and whatever, but alright, so freeze a path would spend time, leap on stones, we're not super good at. Great skill though. The top discard is a 3. We can look at our... Can we look at the deck? I don't... Because in theory, you know what's left in the deck, maybe, but I don't think... Not allowed. I don't know how many 4s are left in the deck. I think... Yeah, we could just flee and look at something else. I like getting this skill though. Ignoring health is good. Lets you kind of ignore one of these boxes a little bit. We do have a 5 here. I guess it's going to be a 6. You can't... I mean, you can get that by making heroics. Or using heroics to cover the 7, but probably we're in a forge. Fuel. Freeze a path or leap on stones. I think I'm leaning towards freeze a path because we can make that into a 4 and then that covers the armor box. And we can peek and it's still a 3. So I want to get, we have 10 XP to get through here, right? This card, we're probably taking the skill. Question is, do I want to do this now? This can always wait and like forge another 1 and like build up another die, but is it worth waiting? I feel like it's not worth it. The sooner I get the XP, the sooner I can level up and get that. So I'm gonna skip. Return that. Get 3 XP. Hopefully the roll. There's a 1. We can study that 1. I'm not sure that we actually... I think we need to get this. Because we need to do this. We're gonna flare, that's fine. The player's gonna drop 2 time as well, so this is our last door probably. Ooh, this could be dangerous if we roll high. We could end up spending a lot of stairs time, but I feel like we have... Those are all 2s, though. I think we're gonna risk it. Let's increase. We want to increase that. That's okay. Let's increase something that we're not. Like I might want the heroic to put on one of those spaces, so let's do that. Roll lots of 1s. Roll no 1s. 1 1 of the wrong color. All right. 6 can go there. We literally have... The dice are too big. I mean, we can easily cover everything. That's not the problem. I can make a 1. Actually, I don't have to cover that because I have bulwark. So we can... I need to make 2 agility dice. And obviously cover everything. We can make the crit overpower. Yeah, okay. So 2 agility dice and the rest strength. Oh, okay. It's 3 agility dice. Doesn't really matter with the last one. Because we can make a heroic 1. Save some time. Idea 2. Fly. And cover the box. Alright. 2 time. I think that's the best we can do. It partially means we gotta descend right away. We could take the Kindle Pot, it's really good. Or we want more dice. You love dice. Kindle Pot is very good. I'm taking the pot. Let's descend. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get that up to 5. I guess we'll see. We have to go into 3 encounters and then the 4th encounter, right? We need 4 encounters to be able to get it up. We need to be rolling enough dice. I'm good at destroy, it costs a lot. We left quick strike, but I think we get the item. Go in. I think we skip. What if we didn't roll high enough? Ugh. Wow. Okay, so we need to grab that 5? I think we might. So we could cover the armor box, cover those, and take 1 health. This bulwark saves us from that. But we don't get to study. Yeah, so if we want to study, we have to do this. So I'm gonna grab this strength die. Wait. Yeah. I want to study. So we don't end up covering the fuel. That's fine. Hang on, did I need to use that die? Put the die back because... Yeah, I actually don't need that because I can just use Bulwark to save that health. Same consequences, keep the die there, right? It costs 2 time to put it there, so... Alright, and we'll take the item. We are aiming to level up by the end of the floor. Hopefully... This is good. This is 4 XP. A good skill, too. It's costly, you have to suffer damage and forge, but... Alright. We have a 4. We have a 5 for that. We have a 6 for that. I think we want to get some 2s. A magic 2. And the rest agility. Put in the 10 box. Or to make boost tokens. We need a 4, actually. So we gotta try to roll one. We have a 4. Hang on. I mean, I can try to roll one. I think this is a decent roll. Sure. Let's do this. A lot of red. Yeah, a lot of red in my ledger. We can put a 5 here. That's fine. I can actually just cover that with Bulwark. But we have the Scatter Wisps. Oh, that's a Scatter Wisps like from the original game. That's fun. That's where they're from. I think we mostly cover the boxes like this. You just end up with a time and a fuel. And we can block. There's not even any damage anyways, so we can just like cover that like that. Actually, hang on. What if we do this? So it's 3 times. Yeah, okay. No health, no fuel. I think if I take XP, on track to be able to level this up. Would love to get this item though, but I don't know that I can. I think I have to take the XP to be in range of getting away with what I want to do. Okay, you can take this item. We want to. Spending so much time, but fine. If we have time to add a magic die here, we will. Need a 5. Didn't get a 5. Oh wait. Yeah, oh, I could add another 1. I could make a boost token and put it in that way. I think I might need to do that. So but then if I made a boost token, I don't have enough dice to make a boost token. Ah! We're gonna kill ourselves trying to, I should have made a boost token here, I guess. But then I need to forge and blah, 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 like... Oh, I can make a boost token. Okay. I can just use my potion. It actually means we can do better. Oh, and instead of doing that, let's use Vigor for the free heal. I can't put boost tokens on even dice, but this, put that in there. Now it's a 5, so it's going to work for this. And that can go there. And actually, I can't do that. What if I overpower? Yeah, I can't quite get both unless I grab my die from there. But I think I want that for the boss. I think we just wasted. That's fine. And it's better to flare, I think, here than it is to flare with the boss. So, alright, let's take this item. We're silly with strength dice. And I think we're just gonna go here because we there's a 4 as the top card. We can do that right now. And level up. And then we can... When we level up, we can grab a skill, which we don't need, but we can grab that item, actually, at the end. I think the level up timing is weird, right? You only level up, like, at the end. After claiming that we might not actually get what we want, but... Let's see. I'm not really sure what happens here. I think here we want to actually save a magic die. It's our last chance. It's a 1. Fine. I mean, that increases all dice by 1. All 1s, so... Also, I spent time... 2 on top. No! Okay, I'm gonna spend time to try to get a better XP. Good, okay. So we don't level up until after the encounter, right? So I'm not actually sure what happens here. Lava Smash, Blink Boom, Blink Bing said, I think I was a peril last time, right? I couldn't use Lava Smash. If I remember right. We could get a crit, but I think let's get rid of all the fuel. We're going to be adding tons of fuel to the boss. I think the boss does, so. Alright, we got heckin' armor boxes here. Funny, you could study for no purpose against the boss. I guess it's, you can maybe return dice that you're desperate to get. Or you want to add fuel for a Kindle pot. That's the thing. We have so much strength and nothing to do with it. This 6 is probably going to go there. 5 would be good for there. We could Lava Smash for heroic. Overpower probably ends up there. Scatter Wisps for pretty much filling this box again. We might think it is value, right? So spend 4 and you get 10 back. But I can cover this effectively with 1 strength die, so it's not like that important. What do we do without that stuff? Boost, do this, do this. Make a heroic for that. Make a crit for that. And we scatter wisps. We end up spending like a fuel at a time, right? That's fine. I think there's no difference for putting this versus whatever else. Kind of funny, like I could literally make a heroic and cover that instead of putting all these in. But so actually then that 4 could just go there instead of going into scatter wisps. No. We don't need to use scatter wisps because we can actually cover a different box and just ignore that. Right? Make a heroic. And then it covers it. That's better. Yeah. We don't mind a fuel because it's gonna work for Kindle Pot, so on the second boss round, I guess. And we have to do this again, so yeah. So we could spend a time, but there's a chance we don't. I mean, there's not many time. Maybe we spend a time for a boost here because we're not sticking around it. Oh, it does cost a fuel. Maybe it's kind of worth a fuel too. Do this and increase that. Worth fuel to get a boost token, maybe. Yeah, do the battle twice. Yeah. Alright. That 5 might be annoying. 2, 3. We make a heroic to cover the 5. Yeah, we kind of have the same similar deal where we don't need to use Scatter Wisp because we can just cover things by making heroics and stuff. I don't want to spend that time though. That is a problem. I think I do this time. Okay. That means we can then cover that 4. It's gonna be a health, so actually a little important. Alright, we have all of our sweet dice here for the boss. And we're pretty prepped for Kindle Pot, actually, so. But we didn't level up. Which means we didn't actually get anything out of doing that. We didn't level up in time. We're gonna have like a wasted get 1 extra health. Yeah, probably. We have 11. Actually, if I take the 4, no, because of the way it divides up, I would have 15 XP, which is enough to get a potion, but it doesn't divide up that way, so it wouldn't work. So yeah, we're just gonna upgrade an item. And sadly, we just end up with extra XP. I could stay. There's no doors, right? So yeah, we screwed that up. I almost did it. I ended up with sort of that whole thing doing the ancient tome was just a waste of time. But, you know, it's fine. Alright, we get the sweet boss music. We have the extra heroic die, that's the most important thing. Alright. So we gotta cover X's. These are zeros right now, so we can cover them with 1s. Which is nice. No, I'd like study is not really. I mean, I could do this just to have the thing for Kindle Pot. And we have orbital strike, so we can. I think we want to be doing this. So we don't. We have a couple 2s. Oh, we can use this with Scatter Wisps this turn. Just this turn. So that seems like a good call. I would love to have a non-2 to put into Lava Smash, because my 2s are going to turn into 3s. I don't even know what color I want, so obviously these 6s can go in so much. It's so much. Is there any hope of covering a non-strength one? I guess agility, right? Because I'm spending my magic. So if we're gonna get dice, it's agility. And then we do this. Overpower only gets 1 more pip. I mean, Lava Smash might get more pips. Like, this is not 35. Like, barely 10. We have 15, we have 20. 26. We could Kindle Pot. But we need spare dice to, like, cover these, too. Man. I only get to hit them for one. These kind of have to go here. I need another die to cover that, too. Let's roll a Lava Smash. Be good. Good. That makes Kindle Pot better too. Okay, so take the heroic out of here. I have one more pip for this, so we can arrange it potentially if it's worthwhile. All right, we're here. That's as good as we can do. We covered 2 of those boxes. We used up a Kindle Pot. One for you, one for me. I think that's as good as we can do. There's no, like, we have 6 left. Alright, so we take 1 damage. Oh, actually, we don't have to take a damage. Why don't... Oh, right. Consequences here cannot be modified or prevented. So Bulwark doesn't work. That's fine. These are 2s now, which is fine, because we can make 2s. Alright. Doing pretty good without any checklists. Oh man, we need to roll higher. We got 16 on... we can increase our 5s to 6s if we grab this heroic. I think first we roll Lava Smash. Definitely going to be, we're at least getting 1 pip out of it, so maybe a lot more. Well, a little more. You have 2s. So we can gain heroic, but we are, I feel like we are not. Probably another Kindle Pot, right? We're gonna need those bits. Just like getting enough strength. May as well. This. Okay, we reached 1 box. Here we have 5 times 6 is 30. Can we prop it here? losing. I'm only getting 4. I think that's enough though. I can make it rope 1. Magic, 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 magic. Where'd that 1 go? Isn't there a agility 1 sitting here? Where'd it go? Oh, I clicked on study by accident. Okay. Unfortunately, I am missing out on this box. I want to... What if I do this? Oh yeah, I kept clicking on that too, and that ended up doing that. What if I did that for scatter wisps? Yeah. We're 3 away. We're 3 away. Is there some configuration where we can have both? You're too short. Obviously, we could do that. And then do that, and then get 2 out of here. There's gotta be something. I think if I click this different, right? Because we end up with... We take another 2... Yeah, take another 2 strength instead of all of them being magic, and then we do that. So let's go back before scatter wisps. We're all set. Okay. 1 combat and the rest magic. Cover all the boxes, man. Yeah, we need 7 for that. Okay. We're doing it. Somehow. I don't know how we're gonna get in the later rounds, but we're gonna run out of potions. Alright. We take a damage, we do 2 damage back. Very difficult boss. We're just barely hitting him twice. Alright. Got some good strength numbers. We need to eat some 1s to use up anyways, so... But I don't like all these 1s. I think... We'll be grabbing a strength die, right? There's no world where we grab the agility die. And next turn we grab the agility die. We might be like trying to hold on and cover 1 box or whatever soon, but problem is hitting him You only hit him once. So we're 7 away on that. Still have this. I guess we can put a boosted. Probably need to be getting more help instead of using Kindlepot, but we also need Kindlepot for reasons. Alright, we covered one. There's no way we cover anything else, right? Which means I didn't need to use Kindlepot. I could have just covered the stuff here. I think we just need to go one by one. Now. Maybe we don't even get that 6. Maybe we need to save that 6 for like an emergency later round. Oh, I already rolled. Okay. Let's see. Like basically we just need to cover these things without using the pot. I think. If possible. I mean, we can make pips, right? We can make scatter wisps. We can easily cover the strength box. But we're never covering another 35 at this point. Even with 8 pips from Kindlepot. We still need 27. And no, not happening. Even like we get 10 from this, imagine we get it for free somehow. Well, we still have 17 to cover with what we have here. And that's not happening. Like literally that's it, right? Like there's no point to doing anything else. So I shouldn't have grabbed that 6. That was a mistake. But I could have covered it without that. We're taking 2 damage, we're not dying. We're doing 1 to him. And we're gonna have to use Vigor for 2 for extra health next turn. We can't afford to. We just have to try to do it this way now. And we go 3 rounds. I don't know. Can we even cover the strength box? I don't know. We can at least cover that. We might have to get this to cover that. We're starting with 3s. This needs to turn into pips. I don't know what the other one is. Ooh. I think we can't cover it without Kindlepot. Kindlepot easily covers it, but we only have 2 here, and I guess we have 4 with the 6. We have 5, so we're still short. So we need to get this to just not take extra damage. We might not actually need it, because we can use a heroic. So, but we're gonna die, right? So we're losing. Here, roll too many 1s and 2s. We don't have a way to mitigate that. We're taking 2 damage and then we can't heal, so GG. not expecting to beat Valafos. I think we did pretty good hitting him for 5. Almost 6. That boost thing hanging around. And everything else fades out. I'll make a note about that. Not the end of the world. At the end of the game, boost token panel appears by itself. Fades black. All right, we lost at the boss. All right, that's all right. We earned check marks, which are important in a gauntlet mode. 7 spaces. I think we probably want to grab a basic skill. We could start on one of these. These are the new ones. Maybe we'll do that. We could go with empowerment, tranquility, or utilitarianism. Yeah, it is a pretty insane boss. And they used to be 40, right? It's been made easier. I want to definitely get choose something that I can get. Let's go with utilitarianism. I can reroll just one full reroll. And let's put one quick mark over there. Alright, continue our run. So in Gauntlet you can see if we go back to the Gauntlet menu, you can see your run history here. You get this expansion, do all your original characters start with all their current boosts. I'm not sure what you mean by current boosts. Boost tokens are a new thing in Relics of the Forge. So what else haven't we played 1P? Let's see. Thrasher? Okay. Thrasher, and let's go into something not as terrible. Let's go into... Last time we played Armory and Arena of Fire. But let's go with Arena of Fire. And we gotta pick a relic that we haven't tried yet. Bloodstone, I think, has not been played on the stream. So, alright. Let me just write my notes. Thrasher in Heart of the... Or not in Heart of the Forge, in Arena of Fire with the Bloodstone. The Bloodstone. Bloodstone grants great power through feed and infuse, but with every use, more fuel and dice will pile up in the forge. When the forge flares, Reckoning requires you have a high value die forged, or else the next flare will be right around the corner. You'll have to pick the right spots to wield your relic's power to succeed. So, we can, with our feat, forge, fuel, roll, strength, and magic, forge one of them, then return a lower forged die. The skill, forge fuel to gain a boost or suffer damage to gain a forged die. And the flare, suffer damage, return a forged die, and fuel equal to its value or 3. Alright. Yeah, so we can get boost tokens, we can potentially get forged dice, and we can put dice into it, so. We don't get to increase it or anything like that, so let's see how it goes. We have our checklist focus here. We can reroll once per game. And What do we want? We never used Quell. And just take healing. Just go basic. Link has every character maxed out. Well, they won't be maxed out anymore because you'll have 3 new focuses to get. But your previous stuff will be maintained, don't worry. On the table turner, you can see it's got a little 1. It's free, but you can only use it once in the game. So that's a little notation there. Alright, and Thrasher is in 1P. It has Wild Strike, which lets you roll magic or heroics. And the same sort of bonuses. If they're equal, you take damage. If they're apart, you get bonuses. And Follow Whip, unlock 1 or more dice here and roll them. But it costs 2 agility to use it. Oh, Incineratoad straight off the bat. That might be not ideal for us. Since we have 1 strength die. So maybe we want to not do that yet. It's like coming up on Ogre on the first turn. Maybe not. Let's reevaluate. Firebird, I think we could probably manage. It is tough, but let's give it a shot. And let's roll magic. I think rolling heroic is good, but it's very time sensitive. You gotta find, oh, they're equal. Come on, and they're 1s. Doesn't really matter what the value is. Let's do the Bloodstone. Or just 6. When you get to keep 1 of them. Hang on. I'm gonna keep the 6. That's actually good against Incineratoad, too. No, it's letting me use this again. That's a bug. I have to report this bug. Thrasher, I used Wild Strike and then Feed, and then it offered me to use Wild Strike again, right? So that's an issue with Undo. We're gonna, I don't know if you can see this on the stream. This is how you report bugs in our games. You go to Help and Feedback, and you press this button. You say, I used Thrasher's Heroic Feat and the Relic Feat. I think what I did was I then used Undo to choose a different die to keep from the Relic Feat, and it's allowing me to use the Heroic Feat again. Coming out in 3 days. Yeah. So this bug will probably be in the game, but it only happens if you use Undo. So we'll fix up any bugs that make it into the release. Okay, that's reported. And then you just go back to the game, Shift Tab, and you're back. And sometimes, yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna skip. You don't have to cheat if you find a bug. You can just cheat if you want, I guess. It's a single player game. So we're gonna cover probably these boxes. So we can get a boost. So we could potentially cover this from a fuel. Cover that. This probably wants to go there, even though it's a overkill. You have to watch out for locking dice here. You can end up locking too many dice. But I think I want to do this and get that boost, right? I could just make a boost for free because these dice aren't doing anything. I could roll the strength magic dice, but think let's make a boost token with this. In a poor time, that's fine. And protection only on perils. I mean, if we run across a bunch of magic perils, that's pretty good. But I think I want. Okay. I want to find a 2 XP level up here. This one 2 XP. It's 3. We are not good at this either. Run away. Alright. This guy's gonna discard the other doors, but he is 2 XP. And we're good at him, so. Oh, and we get Rising Strike, so yeah, definitely. I don't know that I guess we're not that good at this, but we can roll a bunch of, we can do this and just like have a bunch of magic dice to roll, right? So, hey, we get a boost token. And I feel like I don't need to do that. We do want to have big numbers forged. Okay, let's do it. If I forge this, I return that, and then it returns 5 fuel. It's good to have 5 in there, right? Okay. This one is like whatever. Twist for the mill. Okay. So this may as well be there. And we probably want to roll some more. Let's see what we have, though. We actually can cover. With heroics, we can cover like almost everything, but not everything. So let's do this. I'm gonna roll 3 of them. Nice. I think that just takes care of everything. Cool. 2 probably would have been enough. Rising Strike for sure, even though we need to level up, that's amazing. The 5 in here is pretty good. Dodge them all, yeah, like, dodge them all. And grab Cunning Blow. We could, yeah, we wanted 2 XP, so let's... This... I think we do this. Stock up some magic dice. Free boost. Rolled pretty bad. I mean, we cover the damage. Do we? Actually, yeah, with the boost, we cover the damage. We take 2 times, that's fine. Just exactly. 2 times is fine. Alright, we are all in on agility. Dash through. Cost of health. The problem is we're like overpaying. I want to flee and come back here after leveling up. This is 2 XP, I think. That's 3, but I think we go in here. Not hard. Want to do this? Don't think we want to. Surely we can roll well enough to cover some boxes. One, I have 4 worth, but if I had a 4, I do not have that. 2 time again. Let's level up. Okay, I think we can hit here and then here. So let's see if we get something else to help us. More agility. I think unless we want to go here and then, because this could be another one of those molten guys, right? Unless he's in here. Molten ooze. Whatever he's called. I think we have him. Don't we have him on one of our... Yeah. So he's in the deck. So he could be there. And then we don't get to do this. I think we do this and then we go there. And we cover. Now we're rolling. This is interesting. Desperation. I never really look at picking this up. Was it costs a die and then a die of value 5+ to get 3 boost tokens? Just want more dice. Alright, last door. Now we could take more agility, more potion. We may as well spend time here because let's do the heroic. We're not going to another door anyway, so. And we want to do this. I think we might need combat, right? So, or might need strength die. Keep the strength 2. All right, we got that big armor box. This. We can roll some heroics if we want. We have a magic die for that. We need something for this. I guess we can use Cunning Blow and get that 7. Yeah, like we got this. Actually, putting a 7 here is good because we only want to put 2 dice in it. And then we can actually do this. Make a heroic. And we're done. Perfect. And take the item. Got lots of health. I don't need to worry about using healing right now. Oh, I can't use healing. I should be able to use healing right now. Glitch. Yeah, like healing should be usable now. What if I leave and come back? There it is. Have a look at that. Ice the hooks or cut them down. This is something we're not good at. The potion is excellent, though. We have 4 dice for ice the hooks. No real... I guess we can grab a 4, suffering damage. I guess the worst, it's just time, right? If we miss, it's literally just time, so let's grab that potion. It's very good. And we can't get these dice, but we could get a boost or a... We can only put one more die there, but... Get a boost. Alright. Play happens. Let's return 5. Okay. And we're short for the 10. But honestly, doesn't matter. We have 9, right? We spend 3 time, or we can infuse for 1 time, basically. So. Alright, more combat that we're not really good at. It's a lot of combat. We need some strength. I don't think we want to face this. Probably. Maybe we do. What do we get out of it? Stuff we don't really need, though. I guess we can take XP. Let's go in and not spend too much time. We can do this to roll to get a strength die. And skip the heroic feat, and we're gonna roll a bunch of them. Yeah, we only get to roll 2 magic because we... Alright, well, I mean... we can use these ones for things. Alright. I think we need to roll... yeah, definitely the 2 heroics. We only have like almost nothing covered, so 1 more magic, I think. All right. I'll be back to go there. Have a boost. This is probably not going to get covered. Maybe, I guess we put a 3 and a 3. Do this. Oh, no equal dice, right. We boost this. And you can put a heroic 3 on one of those times. Good. Make another boost token. And pull this 4 out. I think. Put this 4 here. Boost. Oh, we're short then. Yeah. That's okay. We spend 1 time. There might be a way, but I'm not going to worry about it. time. Take XP. We could do Shadow Walk, but honestly, it's XP here. We need something to give us yellow dice, which presumably we're gonna need sometime. We need yellow. We need, like, we're needing it all the time for this, which is the problem. Here it's fine. We just cover the yellow box, the pink box. Well, we can take that. If you like. Let's just easily do this. Hopefully. Come on. Don't roll all ones. It's okay, even if we roll all ones. Pretty easy. We have a lot of agility, but we need to have, like, some strength to cover these boxes. Alright, this guy wants lots of strength. So much strength. We're just not good at him. Oh my gosh. And then this guy. This is not our day here. Okay, hook's hot. We can level up. Or we could take nimbleness. Pretty decent, but I think we'll level up. Ooh, we got a crit. What if we just rolled super well all the time? That's one way to do it. Level up. And we can have a look at this door. It's this guy. I think we can take this big strength box, but we can get another strength die or gigantify. We don't want to spend time. Do this. Sure. And that. And that. Cover the box. So that probably goes there. Probably rearrange that a little bit because no need for these ones, right? And that goes in there, and then we can pull out. These strength dice to use in other places. That 6 can't even go there. That's fine. We'll find... Maybe we'll find something for it. We won't. Think. Make a heroic 5. Yeah, heroic 5 for over there. And a boost for here. And it's either strength die, gigantify is pretty sweet. Then we can just get more magic dice. Doesn't always work. Yeah, sometimes you just roll like 3 ones. Okay, let's just always have that. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, healing's working now, so there's some funny business happening there. We'll have to go for that. Swordfall. Dodge them all. We're on 3rd floor already. Add time to consequences for each odd die on the dungeon card. Dodge them all. I don't know that we want. I guess we could do this, do a heroic for this, but putting these in, we can use them, right? Against the boss. And I think we just covered boxes, except for the time. That's fine. It's the skill, or sorry, the item. How many items do we have? We have 5 now? Yeah. I think we're probably not leveling up based on how much time is left, but we have room for another skill. 2 skills. What if we find some things we like? Dazzle's fine. It's fine. Fill it out. Oh, we're actually not good at that because the dice are locked. Let's come back to this one. We have 2 dice stuck in here too, so. Really big numbers. If it odd. Whoops. If it odd. I think we can fix that. Alright, we can roll here. Maybe it would have to be heroic. Actually, yeah, let's just skip that and get some dice out of there. A couple dice out of there at least, probably. Wow, such armor. And it says, yeah, odd dice are making problems there. Not here. I guess we might end up with a 5. Let's roll the heroics and 1 magic. Keep rolling, being short on magic dice, so. Alright, we got a 5 for this. And good, that's good. I think we're doing this. Maybe use this 3 because we don't have anywhere else, anything else to do with it. I guess it could have been for that with the boost token, but we can, I'm sure, use the boost token somewhere else. I think we do this. That's, we get a flare, but it's good to have the flare now before the boss. Chaos Burst. If it odd. Yeah, we're an awkward spot with 11 time and only 2 doors. Like, we're gonna... Might be a good thing to look at these doors. So, using these 2 gets to 9, spend 2 time, it's at 7. But let's just look at like 3 doors instead of 2. So I think, yeah, we're doing that for that purpose. And yeah, let's see what else we have before we go to the deep shell. This guy, the eruption. Dash through for health. We want scatter wisps again. Unlikely that we level up because this one gives us 4. The other door is a 2, right? That we know about. So if that was a 4, then definitely we could go for the level up, but I don't think we do. We can dash through and take scatter wisps, and then is it good against the boss? Fine. Die. We end up taking a little time. Yeah, we don't actually get to see everything's. Oh, because there's an odd die on the card. Can I put a... Potion or armor will be crazy against that boss. Yeah, and you can get it with a hybrid deck, right? Definitely some combos you can come up with. Right. Not have extra time spent at this juncture. Every moment counts. Yeah, I think it doesn't really matter. We're only going to one more thing, so maybe 2. So I don't want Dazzle. Want phase shift? I don't think it's worth going in here just for phase shift. Let's have a look at the last door. Another copy of Rising Strike. Could swap out something for strength, but I don't think we need that much strength, right? I think we just flee. We could potentially try to load up Wild Strike a bit more, but it's there. Okay, we have True Shot, which can save us more than 3 health. Maybe? Can it? It can save us exactly 3 health, but we need True Shots. So, like, I think we don't use it. To hit the boss, we need crits. So, I think we don't. This boss doesn't actually do much damage, it only does 5. Could actually use Feed against the boss. Interesting. Do we want to? I don't think we need to. Let's see how we do. Pretty good roll. Pretty mid roll, I guess. You probably want to do a Chaos Burst. It's even, so we get a fuel. That's fine. All right, we have to fill this armor box, which takes 40. Probably we're gonna use True Shot, right, to get crits. We get a crit here. We could probably just use 2 cruise. We're gonna get boosts though, right? Let's definitely use 1. And oh, we're getting another one here. We have to spend our agilities for that, but I think that's fine. We also have a big magic box to worry about there. Scatter Wisps and get agility, magic. Okay. I have one too many pips in there, but that's fine. We do have to cover this. Like, we don't have to, but it's a big hit. And we're short by 5. So this can get us 4 more. And then we do that. Let's just hit him. Hit him as much as you can. We get 1 pip out of here and into here. I don't think so, because the heroics are odd, right? Or even. All the other dice are pink, so there's no 1 pip I can get out, which would be nice, but I don't think it's available. I could get this for a help, but I think this costs less than a help. Three damage to him, no damage to me. Problem is we're running out of potions. Those should just go all back. I need to tighten that up a little bit. Question is, I think, yeah, we don't use the potion. We're not going to die this round. We might die later. Want to do this? We might forge here. We might forge here. Ugh. Let's go for it. Be a good magic die. Right. Forge that. Keep the magic. We were short on before. What if we just rolled 1s? Oh. Okay. This might be the time for this. We could roll 2 magics, or we could re-roll these. I think I probably want to do this. I guess I could do the reroll and then if they're 1s again, but I could reroll the 2 that I get from Rising Strike. Or or do our Scatter Wisp reroll. Maybe that's... Get a bunch of the 2s. The dice are stuck. I can't, like, get them. Maybe we, like, do this first. Just more dice around. Okay, we got a 7. The thing is, like, we're gonna use these ones. At least some of the magic ones are the problem. I don't mind the agility ones because we're gonna use them. I think we do this and get more dice and reroll them all. Anything 3 and lower? Reroll 13 dice. Chaos. I think we got better. Alright. We have too many agility dice. These are going to be heroic. And okay, let's put these 60s in. I don't think we... What do we do with these? We do have that magic box we want to cover. Where are we at with agility? We're actually covering it now. But we have an extra die. I guess we put 2 of these. The thing is we drop a die, right? So... I want to spend for follow whip. Let's roll them. Use them. Good. This turns into value. All right. Potentially we can get this 6 out by boost tokens too. Close. So, interestingly, we're like pretty close on doing this. We're 1 pip away from that, and oh, so close. 2 damage. We could suffer damage and get the 3 and basically take 1 damage instead of 2. And then we only have to hit him once next turn. We can use our 7s to like not take damage and whatever, so I think that's probably good. And I think we use our... Honestly, if we heal 3, he can't kill us. Right? He only does 5 damage. So, he can't kill us now. You just have to hit him once. So. And we can do this, I think. We're not going to, as long as we don't kill ourselves with the relic, I think. Yeah, we can. I want to forge this. Probably. Keep the 3. I think we got this. Oh, what a good roll, too. What if we roll big? Have you considered that? I think we just do the things. We get the 7. We just need us 7 or whatever to do that, so. Maybe we scatter wisps? No, I don't know. So what do we do? What if we just cover the box? Where are we at? We need some more agility. We actually, this covers the magic box exactly, but we don't even have to cover it. We can just take the damage. You just need to cover the armor box, right? So we try for the random crit. We got it. And so that means we can take some pips out of this. And even put a 7 on that. And we win. We don't even have to do anything else. We take 4 damage, but we're fine. We hit him once and he's dead. Wait, no, we had to hit him twice. He's at 6. He takes 7, he's dead. Okay. Just end round. We defeated the Fire Drake! Victory! Let me note my victory. The Thrasher. And we can upgrade our checklist. We want that, or we want like basic? We have 9 spaces, so we can get a basic skill. Or we could get reshape. 1-time transmute 3 dice. That seems cool. And 1 check mark we'll just slowly work on straighten up. Alright. So that's how you work on Gauntlet. Once you get 5 big, you can play the same dungeons again if you want to get your checklists and stuff like that, but typically you're going to want to go against the ones that you haven't faced yet. But once you get to the hardest one, you might want to redo some old ones. And yeah, you build up your checklist, bring different heroes, and try to win in as few games as possible. Transmute is a new thing. It's a new keyword that means to change the color of dice. So, and that's explained in the how to play. So you just take a die and you change it to any other color. Yeah. So there's this does that. There's a potion. There's a skill. There's a few things that do it in Relics of the Forge. All right. So that's gonna do it for Handelabra Live today. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you soon. So Thursday we're gonna have Dolphins Dive with more previews, and Friday, July 17th, is when this is dropping on all platforms. So here again is the Steam page. You can have a wish, add yourself to the wish list, give a wish. I don't know what's the verb, wish for the list, and we'll get this out to you on Friday. thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.